Okay, so I'm going to start again. So here I've got my cuvette. First thing we need to do is calibrate. And so my cuvette I rinsed out a little earlier. Make sure I've got no bubbles. Wipe the surfaces and put it in my colorimeter. You can already see that it's down at 0, but I'm just going to press the calibrate button again to get it started. In this investigation, it's told me to use a wavelength of 430 nanometers, and so that's what we're going to do. The next thing then, our investigation this time round, we are going to be adding the iron, and we're going to do it at different concentration of each of those. And so the first one, we're just going to use 10 ml of our 0.02 molar of both, and we're going to carry out the reaction and trace and follow that one. The next reaction, we're going to use 10 ml of our 0.02 of our iron, and then we're going to dilute our iodide and see if that has any change on the rate of reaction. The next one, we're going to keep the iodide the same and half the iron and see if that has anything, and then the next one we're going to actually reduce both of them down to half the concentrations, and through that process we'll get a set of data where we can actually look at whether the reaction is first, second or zero order with respect to each of these. So rinsing out my measuring cylinder. Down at eye level, yep, 10 milliliters. And again, 10 milliliters. And so, like I said last time, we can't fit 20 milliliters into our cuvette, and so our plan is to have this reaction take place in a beaker, and then we're going to rinse out our cuvette very quickly to make sure that that residue, see the water there, is actually residue of our reaction mixture. Put it into our colorimeter and then press play. So, reactant 1, the iodide. Okay, and here we go. And we can see that reaction started. It's getting darker as we form the iodine. Wipe the surfaces. Get it in there and press play. What we can do is we should see it track those absorbance over time. So in the time you've been away, we've seen that the reaction mixture has actually got a lot darker, and we've seen an increase in absorbance across there. What I've got this time is I have 5 This time I have 5 milliliters of potassium iodide, and so I've added that to 5 milliliters of water, making the concentration 0.01. Okay, and then I'm going to do my reaction mixture again. So I'll take out this dark solution, rinse it out, and get ready for my second reaction, which is going to be half the concentration of iodide. press play. Again, we can see that one darkening as the reaction progresses. So whilst you've been away, I've measured up the iron. Just need to add the water to dilute that one down to half the concentration. And I'm going to get ready again by rinsing out my cuvette. With that reactant, and so and we can see we're getting that data now. Okay, so now I've prepared the next reaction mixture. So that out in the background. I'm going to get my previous cuvette and rinse that out. And I'm going to mix these two together. Rinse out the cuvette with the reaction mixture. Make sure I dry off any bubbles. And press collect. Okay, and so the last trial, add it in.